I'd film a real quick video. We have come to one of the towns that we are somewhat near. We're kind of in the middle of several, we're in a very rural area, so if we travel about 30 miles in several different directions, we end up in a different town. And if we travel 50 or 60 miles, then we get further closer to some bigger cities. But we come to one particular town that we come and shop in, and we visit with some folks, made some good buddies in, and we take piano lessons. School has started back this week, and we're in full crazy swing of trying to get curriculum going and the chores back in line and getting up earlier, getting to bed on time. It's always a mess back to school regardless of how you do it. But what I wanted to do, I didn't even think about this till we got here. The folks that we take piano from live in a full suburban urban neighborhood, and they have chickens. Lucky for them, they don't have any ordinances against that here. Now, I know that's a whole other issue by itself. But I was thinking about this issue actually this morning in the barn, and I wanted to talk to you about it, and we just happened to come across this situation here. I think they've got 10 hens, as you can see there, and the oldest boy is in charge of raising them. They have two children, another child in the house, and they, on a daily basis, are taking care of these girls out here, and these girls are giving them fresh eggs. In fact, they sell their eggs as well. And I peeked in the coop. I'm not going to go back in there because you got a girl in there doing her business, and nobody wants to be bothered when they're in that type of mode. So we're just going to leave her alone, let her have her space to lay her egg. So anyway, I know there's a big movement for backyard chickens, and I completely 110% support that movement. I think it's wonderful. But my only concern is, and I think a lot of homesteaders that are truly involved in this movement or have chickens or any type of animal life will be the first to tell you that you have to understand. I can tell you all day long it's a responsibility. You should know that already. But it is a responsibility. Are these the most difficult animals to probably have to take care of? No. They have a certain level of self-reliance that is remarkable. And depending on the breed, that will change those variations as well. But the fact of the matter is, my concern is that folks say, oh, I'm going to get chickens. Oh, I want chickens. Oh, I want rabbits. I want backyard this and backyard that. You do that. But do your homework first, okay? It's not my business to tell you what to do, but I feel it's a responsibility for me to, if I'm promoting these items, promoting these things, promoting you to make life changes, I want you to be aware of the responsibility that you will be involved in, or that you should be willing to take on. It's like having a baby. It's like, saying I'm going to have a baby. What comes with that? It's a life-changing event. Now, obviously, having chickens compared to having children is not exactly the same thing, but you get my point. For example, let me explain something. When I got my backyard chickens several years ago, I still have those hens. They do not produce eggs on the same scale that they did the first year or two that I had them. It's more of an every other day thing. Some days I get every one of them to lay an egg, and we're just so happy. And then the next day it's like, oh, we got one. And then some days we go, well, we didn't get any. And that is okay with me. I have a personal mindset that if I'm buying an animal that is teaching me something that I am benefiting from, then it's my responsibility to take care of it or her, in this instance, to the best of my abilities. You're going to want a coop. It doesn't matter if it's 95 degrees or if it's -8. You have to do something out here with these chickens. That is your responsibility. I'm not your mama. That's not where I'm going, but I want you to be aware of daily things that you will have to do, seasonal things that you should have to do, and we can list and talk about those things. But what I'm getting at is my hens like this, we brought up to the mountain, they're slowing down. And I've been told, well, I wouldn't be feeding them. I'd take them out and I'd have them butchered. No, I'm not. I resent a little bit individuals that talk a big game and don't follow through with their actions. In my world, if I bought that chicken only for eggs, and I bought that chicken and I have loved her and she has loved me, now, I know I'm talking about chicken, and my children have benefited from her learning. She has kept my pest control down. She has created years of compost for me that has fed me off of wonderful vegetables and fruits that I'm able to grow. I feel a personal responsibility to take as good care of her as I can up until God takes her. I don't feel I have to take her off of my feedlot. Somebody's going to watch this and get really offended because they're going to take me the wrong way. I expect that. Now, however, I will say that I have a huge coop that these 4 hens I'm talking about are living in, and we're going to have to change some things because I want to maximize that coop. I want to maximize that run. They may not need that large of a space, but for now it works. So what we're going to be doing going forward is getting meat chickens. When I go and buy those chicks, I'm going to take care of them the full best of my knowledge and ability. I'm going to love them. I'm not going to name them. I've learned that lesson too. I'm not going to name them, but I'm going to give them the life that they need up until the time of butchering. I have it in my mind what my intention is with that. Now, not everything is black and white. Some things are gray. But I just want to, the point that I'm making is when you take these animals on, understand that you may have them a while, okay? Hens can live to be 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of them can lay. Typically, you're going to get good, maybe a good strong 3 years, 2 to 3 years. At that point, you're not going to have that type of success rate. So you do what you want in your life. I don't have problems with people sustaining themselves off of animal life and what they do. I'm not PETA. I'm not trying to speak to that level. But I do want you to understand that if you've never been around these animals, they will have an effect on your life that you don't expect. They're wonderful. And be realistic about your commitment, your time, and, you know, they may be with you for a while. And to me, that's okay. As long as we're doing what we need to be doing, and we're in line with where we need to be, I don't feel that you need to have that pressure that you have to butcher them. Like I said, somebody's not going to necessarily agree with me on this, and I'm not speaking against raising animals for butcher. Okay, I am absolutely not speaking against that. But I am letting people know that are not living in the country, that are living in the, you know, the suburbs. They're going to become pets to you, and they're going to be around a while. So I hope this helps. I hope I've made the point that I am aiming to. I don't mean to offend anybody if I am. I just, you know, these animals are here for a purpose. And I know it is to provide for us, and I know somebody will go, yeah, to eat them. That's cute, you know, I agree. But at the same time, I feel more of a moral responsibility to, you know, if she's been around for 3 or 4 years, and she's done a lot of work for me, then if she lives out on my farm for 6 or 7 years, and the best that she does is, you know, peck around, and I give her a little feed and give her a lot of love when it's cold or super hot, that's what I'm here to do. So I hope this makes sense. I hope it helps. I'm going to dive in later in the barn. We cleaned the barn today. Oh, it's like cleaning a teenager's room. It's like heaven when you finally do it, but you know it's not going to last long. So, and I don't clean my teenager's room, by the way, but you know what I mean. He does that himself. So anyway, I hope this helps. So we're going to do some more videos coming up on poultry. I'm getting a lot of questions on breeds and how we take care of them. And I do have chicks right now, so I'd love to show a brooder and how to manage a brooder. So again, urban homesteading. There's that slogan again. Works out for people really well. And they love these girls. And they love you back. Have a great day.